After World War II, the world thought the worst was over, but there was one secret that was kept hidden for decades. It was a conspiracy that no one wanted to believe, until the truth was finally uncovered. This is the story of Operation Paperclip, a covert mission that brought Nazi scientists to America, giving birth to the Cold War space race. In the closing days of World War II, the Allied forces stormed through Europe, capturing Nazi scientists, engineers, and military personnel. They were the key to the future of warfare and technology, and the United States wanted them. Behind closed doors, the US government launched Operation Paperclip, a secret initiative to recruit Nazi scientists, including rocket experts, chemists, and engineers. The goal? To use their expertise in building rockets and advanced weapons to outpace the Soviet Union. Among the most notable recruits was Wernher von Braun, a rocket scientist who had worked on Nazi Germany's V-2 rockets. The V-2 was the first long-range guided ballistic missile, and von Braun's knowledge could give the US the upper hand in the coming Cold War. The Americans knew it, but there was one problem. Von Braun and many of the others had been deeply involved with the Nazi regime. Despite their Nazi affiliations, these scientists were quickly granted US citizenship and brought to America. The government downplayed their pasts, and the public remained in the dark. The US was willing to embrace former enemies in exchange for their technological prowess. It was a dangerous game, but one that was played for the greater good, or so they said. Von Braun and his team went on to play a pivotal role in developing the US space program, including launching the first American satellite, Explorer 1. Their work would shape the future of space exploration and solidify America's dominance in the Cold War. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union had its own secret scientists working feverishly to catch up. And the world watched in awe as the US and the USSR competed to send the first human to space, each side with their own Nazi-trained experts pushing the boundaries of rocket technology. But the story didn't end with the space race. The truth about Operation Paperclip remained buried for decades until the 1970s, when declassified documents exposed the full extent of the operation. The US had knowingly brought former Nazis into the fold, some with troubling connections to the atrocities of World War II. These scientists, while brilliant, had been directly involved with the Nazi war machine. Yet the US government was willing to overlook these dark pasts to win the technological arms race. Today, we recognize the achievements of the space programs these scientists helped build. But the cost of those advancements came at a moral price. Operation Paperclip was more than just a conspiracy theory. It was a reality that changed the course of history. The question remains, what other secrets lie buried in the shadows of history?